Yeah, so career opportunities and skillings I'm extremely good at, but I'm not a so he's sort of filled in for me. So I'll talk more on career opportunity and skilling. Uh, as you mentioned, I was with TCS for 15 years, and last 10 years I was leading an HR function called academic. So in TCS, we have a separate team for campus recruitment, but we do a lot of liaising with academia apart from campus recruitment, and I respect that. And I was part of the team for the last 10 years. So we were responsible for hiring around 4 lakh freshers in TCS alone. And the companies like TCS or Infosys or Tech Mahindra, so IT giant companies in India, we are predominantly into tech, give the consultancy to our clients irrespective of their domains. And of course, we are technology companies, so we need people who are good at technology, but additionally, they should have some domains. To give a couple of examples, I mean, we have clients across the domains. We have some clients in life sciences domain. So we have in TCS MD medicine doctors on the payroll of TCS. I mean, the projects like pharmacovigilance, drug discovery, clinical trials. We need people from pharma industry or medical industry. So I mean, one of the clients requested us that they want 120 MBBS doctors to be hired in TCS for this kind of work. And the projects in United Kingdom, we required an X-ray machine, for some testing purpose. So we hired one X-ray technician on the payroll of TCS based out of United Kingdom. In one of the defense projects, we actually simulated our Indian, and that's what in TCS Pune Hindu office. You can imagine what required to simulate one naval submarine. So we needed all kinds of engineers, including ocean engineering department students we hired for those kind of projects. He mentioned about one of digital twins. So in one of the TCS research lab, sciences labs, we have created a digital twin of human feet. Our clients, which are into cosmetic industries, if any product has to be launched in the industry, then it has to be tested. But why human skin has to be suffered. So we created a digital twin and we achieved the accuracy of almost 97, and those products were launched with the proper approvals and all. So domain skills are very, very important. So as we talked more about underwater, I mean, as a layman also, I mean, I pass by this Pashan Lake every day, and I see the water rising from the Pashan Lake. And as a layman, I read that it's not good for the aquatic life below the. There are kind of couple of methods to clear that water rising. So there is some mechanical method, there is some biological method, there is a chemical method, but none of the method is foolproof, right? So we have not researched enough that there should be a foolproof method where we clear the water rising. So this could be a good potential sort of research statement for engineering students to find out a foolproof solution to even water rising completely permanently. That will be one of the, and most of the speakers talk about defense fields, but actually underwater can be not only defense, but even for industry also it will be required, right? I mean, as you said that it's not only ocean, it's also rivers and lakes. So there could be a lot of industrial solutions required, with UDA skills, right? So and this cannot be only researchers or scientists. I mean, there will be technicians, as these slides mentioned that autonomous underwater vehicles or remotely operated vehicles. So technicians or the specialists who can operate those vehicles is also kind of a niche technology or skill that students can learn. I mean, with this new education policy, it is a lot of skill-based education, right? I mean, I was just telling Arnav that we need banking nowadays, but we did not go to the banks, right? How many of you have gone to the bank recently? We need the banking, but we don't need banks. So probably a few years down the line, we need the education, but we may not need the education institutes the way they are functioning right now. We need very skill-based short duration courses with which you can enhance And so the generation really has to be, student across your life. I mean, you have to upskill every couple of years with new tech skills, and then, uh, what they call it as gig economy or gig jobs. Your jobs will not be like the way our parents used to do one job for 30, 40 years. You have to upskill and reskill every now and then. And of course, nowadays everyone talks about AI. So AI standalone is there, but you have to have certain domain skills plus AI will be a best combination for you to survive in the industry. So of course you have to learn skills like he mentioned Python, or for example, there is a course for prompt engineering which will equip you how to use the AI tools smartly, effectively in your day-to-day life, right? So these skills are like new English that you learn. So Python or R programming or little bit of programming, some IT skills are very, very much required for you to sustain the technology era.